Alright everyone, I know this may be crazy, but Avengers Infinity War came out 5 years ago.
Oh my god!
So today, let's take a look back with a quick 5-minute recap. Basically, Infinity War is like the final course of the entire Infinity Saga. Other than Endgame, of course, but that's for another video. Infinity War takes all of our favorite MCU characters. I mean, we got Iron Man, Captain America, Thor, Black Widow, Hulk, Doctor Strange, Spider-Man, Black Panther, the Guardians, and so much more, and jumbles them all together as they face the Mad Titan Thanos. Alright, so we start in space on that small Asgardian vessel from Ragnarok. Thanos, who already has the Power Stone, has pretty much taken control, and after an unsuccessful brawl with Thanos, Hulk is left beaten, so Heimdall uses his last magic to send him to Earth, leaving Thanos no other options but to kill Heimdall right in front of Thor. Poor Thor. Then Thanos takes the Tesseract from Loki, and well, now he's got 2 stones, and then he kills Loki. But don't worry, because we all know how that goes. Then Thanos blows up the ship and leaves with his Black Order, and Thor's all alone. Poor Thor again. Hulk lands in the Sanctum Sanctorum, now as Bruce Banner again, and warns good old Doctor Strange and Wong about Thanos, but they have no idea who that is.
Who in the hell is that?
So these three decide to interrupt Tony Stark's little moment with Pepper Potts, and the 4 get ready for another world-ending threat. Like that's any new. Ebony Maw and Krill Obsidian, 2 members of Thanos' Black Order, attack Earth in order to get the next stone, which just so happens to be dangling around Doctor Strange's neck. And it's also the Time Stone. Tony suits up in his new nanotech suit, and a ton of fighting happens, but go watch the movie for that stuff. Tony and Strange end up getting separated, giving Maw the perfect time to capture Strange. Oh, and also Spider-Man shows up, so Spidey swings after Maw to go get Strange and ends up getting sucked into a spaceship. Tony blasts up to Spidey and gives him a new suit and then sends him back to Earth. But no, Peter sneaks back on, and now we got 3 men in Halloween costumes up in space. But hey, that's just another day at the office for them, right? Alright, and then back on Earth, we see Bruce Banner calling up none other than Captain America to join the fight. Oh, alright, well, that was a lot, but by the way, if you're enjoying this so far, why don't you go down and hit that subscribe button.
Please, whatever.
I mean, I know you want to, so I'd really appreciate it if you did. Alright, back to the video. We're back in space now, but with a different group of folks, and it's none other than the... They approach the remains of that Asgardian vessel from before and find Thor alive. Big surprise there. They make a plan and decide to split up Rocket, Groot, and Thor, who go to Nidavellir. I honestly do not know how to say that, to get Thor's new weapon, and Quill, Drax, Gamora, and Mantis will go to Nowhere to reach Thanos. Yes, Nowhere is a real place. And now we are back on Earth with Wanda and Vision living it up in jolly old Scotland. Oh wait, jolly's for England, my bad. They go on a walk together and find out from the news about Thanos and all that stuff, right before Vision is stabbed in the stomach by 2 more Black Order members, Proxima Midnight and Corvus Glaive. And you may be wondering, well, why do they do that? Well, it's because Vision has another Infinity Stone, which is in the Mind Stone, which is in his head. Yeah, crazy stuff. We got some more fighting to the point where it all seems hopeless for Wanda and Vision, but boom, out of nowhere, not the place this time. We got Captain America, Black Widow, and Falcon jumping in to save the day. Proxima Midnight and Corvus Glaive then escape as Cap and his squad fly back to the compound in the Quinjet. We then get a little flashback of how Gamora met her favorite person, Thanos. And then focus on Gamora, Quill, Drax, and Mantis as they land on Nowhere, and yes, this time it's the place. Oh, and also Gamora tells Quill that if Thanos ever gets a hold of her, then Quill has to kill her. But that's not super important. I'm just kidding, it's really important. So they go and find Thanos, interrogating the Collector for the Reality Stone, and they were all doing so great at keeping quiet until Drax decides to just jump Thanos, which was super smart. Long story short, guess what? Thanos captures Gamora. Oh, and he's got this 3rd stone, the Reality Stone. Thanos escapes with Gamora as the Guardians are left defeated. Back to Captain America's team, and they are back at the compound to recruit Rhodey and Bruce, and of course devise a plan to get Vision to safety. They decide to go to Wakanda and use their technology to remove Vision's stone. We then cut to Wakanda as T'Challa notifies Bucky Barnes of the oncoming danger. And let's head on back into space as we see Doctor Strange being interrogated by SpongeBob's favorite neighbor. But not to worry, as Iron Man and Spider-Man are here to save the day as they blast a hole in the ship, sending Ebony Maw into deep space. Guess he should have stayed in Bikini Bottom.
Squidward!
Thor and Rocket then have a little heart-to-heart, and Rocket even gives Thor a new eye.
Aww.
Then they land on Nidavellir, which I still don't know how to say, I'm sorry about that, and Thor tells Eitri that if he helps them build that new weapon, then they'll kill Thanos together. Wow, lots of scene switches in this movie, but we then go to Thanos' ship and see Nebula break out of her tortured imprisonment, you could say, and gives a message to the Guardians for them to meet on Titan, and no, not the Mad Titan Thanos, Titan the planet. Which, speaking of, Tony, Peter, and Strange have just now crashed on, and upon entering Titan, they are jumped by the... There's a ton of confusion on who is serving who, and the amazing "Why is Gamora" line, and
Why is Gamora?
until they finally figure out that they all serve the same master.
What master do you serve?
What master do I serve? What am I supposed to say, Jesus?
Thanks, Doctor Strange. Then Doctor Strange does his whole magic gig and finds out that they only beat Thanos once out of like 14 million possibilities. Which is totally fake, by the way. But we then get back to Thanos and Gamora as they reach Vormir, where supposedly the Soul Stone is. Spoiler alert, it is. Yeah, so Red Skull is up there for a reason I may never know and explains to Thanos that you gotta kill someone to get the Soul Stone. So like any great father of our time, Thanos clutches Gamora off the cliff and kills her. Thanos definitely winning that Father of the Year award. But hey, he got the Soul Stone, so now he got 4 stones. Okay, so Captain America's team lands in Wakanda, and Shuri finds a way to get Vision's stone out. But like every movie in the world, it's gonna take like 10 hours, so we already know how this will end. But right after this, Thanos' Black Order attacks, and this time they got a giant army. Fortunately, Wakanda got that futuristic tech, so their force field over the whole city has got them covered. Never mind that though, because after a failed interrogation with the Black Order, T'Challa, Cap, and Natasha think it best to open the entire force field and have an all-out brawl. Back to Thor and friends as Thor gets the rings moving on that machine, but if you didn't think that was enough, because the machine was broken, Thor has to also hold open the iris to get all the heat out to make the weapon. But don't try this at home, kids, there's a reason Thor is a god. Alright, so Thor understandably passes out, but luckily Eitri is able to make the axe. Oh wait, never mind that, because he can't find the handle, so Groot comes in clutch, creating a handle, letting Thor reach out with his hand, giving him insane power. And right here is one of the best parts of the movie when Thor, Rocket, and Groot come blasting down into Wakanda, and Thor just absolutely demolishes every single alien in sight, with the Avengers theme just blasting in the background. I'm telling you all, after this video, go and watch that scene. Absolutely beautiful. Oh, also, some aliens invade Shuri's lab, putting Vision's little procedure to stop, and he also jumped out a window to get a villain, so yeah, that's going perfectly fine. Alright, we get into the end of the movie now, so Thanos decides to take matters into his own hands after Squidward failed and shows up on Titan to get the Time Stone. Doctor Strange and Thanos have a nice little chat until out of nowhere, not the place, Iron Man comes flying down with some metal wall and absolutely obliterates Thanos, except for the fact that he's Thanos, and now he's just mad, like crazy mad. So this whole group just starts jumping him, taking turns punching him, but one part that just doesn't make sense is when Star-Lord is jumping on them Doctor Strange portals and throws some C4 on Thanos. And it's like Thanos just got crushed by a metal building, and you think C4 is gonna take him out? But yeah, a ton of fighting later, and they really got Thanos pinned down while Iron Man and Spider-Man are trying to pull off Thanos' gauntlet. Everything's just going so great until Nebula decides to just outright tell Star-Lord that Thanos killed Gamora. And for all of you that don't know, Star-Lord is Gamora's boyfriend, so naturally Star-Lord just starts beating Thanos to a pulp. And guess what? Thanos wakes up from Mantis' trance, pulls it back his gauntlet, and now it's over for them, no question. Doctor Strange and Iron Man each have their own crazy battles with Thanos, and Iron Man almost dies. But there's a reason I said almost. Doctor Strange straight up gives Thanos the Time Stone to spare Tony's life, and now Thanos has 5 stones, so he dips and heads on over to Wakanda, because his Black Order failed again, which honestly isn't surprising to me, because it feels like Thanos has pretty much done all the work in this entire movie. So all the Avengers on Wakanda are all there trying to get a hit on this guy, and Thanos is just not having it. I mean, he's using his gauntlet, sending people flying all over the place. Vision tells Wanda that she needs to use her powers to destroy the Mind Stone, and reluctantly she agrees. While Wanda is destroying Vision's stone, Captain America gets his insane moment where he holds back Thanos' gauntlet using his bare hands, but then Thanos just punches Cap with his other hand, and now he's on the ground. And all the other Avengers are doing everything they can to stop Thanos, but he easily uses his gauntlet to defend himself. He reaches Wanda, but just before getting to Vision, the Mind Stone goes boom, and all over the place, pieces shatter everywhere. And at last, the Avengers have beaten Thanos. Yeah, sorry for bringing everyone's hopes up, but remember that Time Stone that Thanos got? Yeah, well, long story short, Vision's dead on the ground, and Thanos has all the stones. But no, here comes Thor to save the day. But no, that doesn't last too long either. Guess he really should have gone for the head.
You should have gone for the head.
So yeah, Thanos snaps, blipping half of all living things, and that includes, let me just get my list out here. T'Challa, Peter Parker, Stephen Strange, Bucky Barnes, Sam Wilson, Wanda Maximoff, Peter Quill, Drax, Groot, Mantis, and Shuri. And now everyone's sad. But hey, it's been 5 years, so they're all back now. And at the end of the movie, Thanos sits peacefully on his farm, admiring the world. Post-credit scene time. Basically, Nick Fury and Maria Hill are driving, witnessing a ton of people blip away, and then they blip away. But right before that, Nick Fury sends a signal to Captain Marvel. Wow, so that was a lot, but I hope you all enjoyed this fun little recap of the amazing Avengers Infinity War. Other than that, thank you all so much for watching, and we will see you all in May. Also, sorry this video is a couple days late. Our producer blipped away, but hey, it's been 5 years, so don't you all worry, he's back now. Hey, if you enjoyed this video, check out the ones on your screen, and if you want to click that like and subscribe button, be sure to do that. Alright, we'll see you guys in the next one.